Good day, my friends. Today, I want to speak about something critical for anyone striving to live a life of purpose, recognizing the signs of fake people. Because the truth is, not everyone who walks beside you is walking for you. And if you're going to move forward in life, you must learn to discern who is truly for you and who is against you in disguise. Let me tell you this, not everyone clapping for you is cheering from their heart. Some are clapping just to get close enough to pull the rug from under you. So how do you recognize them? Let's break it down, just like a chameleon. Fake people adapt their behavior based on who's watching or what they can gain. They agree with you when you're around, but their tune changes when you're absent. Fake people, they're only loyal to their own benefit. Watch for the ones who act differently depending on who they're talking to. They reveal their true selves through the inconsistency. Fake people are takers. They drain your energy, your resources, and your time. When you're around them, you feel empty, not encouraged. They demand your attention, but never offer it back. They come into your life to take what you have, but rarely give anything meaningful in return. If you notice that someone only calls when they need something, but they're nowhere to be found when you need help, that's a red flag. Then genuine relationships are built on mutual support and growth, not one-sided consumption. A fake person loves to gossip because they live to tear others down to lift themselves up. They might come to you with the juiciest information about someone else, but remember this, if they're talking about someone else to you, they're talking about you to someone else. Be cautious of those who delight in negativity and drama. Genuine people speak life, not poison. They celebrate others and they defend your name. Even when you're not around, pay close attention to who remains when the applause stops. Fake people are there when everything is smooth, but when life throws challenges your way, they're suddenly too busy. Then genuine people stand with you in the storm. They're the ones who don't need the spotlight to show their love and support. Fake people, they vanish as quickly as they came. Fake people often disguise their jealousy as criticism. They point out flaws not to help you grow, but to make themselves feel superior. Or they swing the other way. They flatter excessively, but their words lack depth. True friends correct you when you're wrong, but they do so with love, not malice. And when they praise you, it's genuine, not an attempt to manipulate or get something in return. So what do you do when you spot these signs? Don't hold on fake people hoping they'll change. Distance yourself from those who cannot match the integrity of your vision. Surround yourself with individuals who uplift, inspire, and challenge you to be better. Be the kind of person who lives with authenticity and integrity, and you'll naturally attract others who do the same. Light always draws light, but it also reveals the shadows. I remember this, your purpose is too great to be sidetracked by people pretending to care about you. Pay attention to the signs, guard your heart, and stay focused on your journey, because the right people, they don't just walk with you, they run alongside you toward destiny. Consistency is one of the most telling indicators of a person's true character. In a world where appearances can be deceiving and words are often disconnected from actions, consistency becomes the anchor that distinguishes authenticity from pretense. And it's not about what someone says in a single moment or does in an isolated situation, but about how their patterns of behavior align over time. True character is not built in a day, nor is it revealed in fleeting encounters. And instead, it is woven through a series of choices, actions, and interactions that display the values a person truly lives by. When we meet someone, our initial impressions are often shaped by what they want us to see. First impressions can be polished, and words can be rehearsed to create a desired image. But as time goes on, the facade begins to fade, and the reality of who someone truly is comes to light. This process of revelation happens because consistency, or the lack thereof, cannot be fabricated indefinitely. A person who claims to be kind will eventually reveal their true intentions if their actions fail to align with their words over time. Someone who presents themselves as dependable will show their real nature when their behavior becomes erratic or untrustworthy. This disconnect between words and actions exposes the reality of who they are. Consistency is a reflection of integrity. It speaks to the alignment between what a person says, what they believe, and how they act. People of strong character live in such a way that their values are evident not only in their words, but also in their actions. They don't adjust their principles based on convenience or audience. They remain true to their core beliefs, regardless of the circumstances. This alignment creates a sense of trustworthiness that others can rely on. When someone consistently demonstrates honesty, kindness, or diligence, those around them begin to trust that these traits are not momentary but are integral to their identity. Thus, on the other hand, inconsistency breeds mistrust. When someone's actions contradict their words, it becomes difficult to discern their intentions. Imagine a friend who promises support in tough times but is never available when you need them. Their inconsistency creates doubt about the sincerity of their friendship. This lack of alignment can erode relationships, as trust is built on the predictability of a person's character. That without consistency, even the most charismatic individual can lose credibility because people value authenticity over superficial charm. Consistency is not limited to how one treats others. It also reflects on how one manages responsibilities, commitments, and challenges. For instance, a leader who consistently upholds fairness and transparency earns the respect of their team, even during difficult decisions. Their predictable adherence to ethical standards provides stability, which fosters loyalty and confidence among those they lead. Conversely, a leader who wavers in their principles, favoring certain individuals or changing their stance on external pressure, will struggle to inspire trust or unity. That relationship consistency becomes the foundation of emotional security. Whether it's a romantic partner, friend, or colleague, people need to feel that they can relate on the other person's character. That the small, consistent actions often carry more weight than grand gestures. For example, a partner who regularly expresses love and support builds a stronger bond than one who occasionally makes dramatic declarations of affection but is absent or indifferent the rest of the time. The daily act of showing up, being present, and honoring commitments creates a sense of stability that strengthens relationships over the long term. Consistency also plays a significant role in self-perception. When individuals act consistently with their values, they build a sense of self-respect and confidence. They know who they are and what they stand for, which allows them to navigate life with clarity and purpose. This internal consistency creates a ripple effect, influencing how others perceive and interact with them. A person who lives in alignment with their beliefs exudes authenticity, which naturally draws others to them. In contrast, someone who constantly shifts their behavior to fit in or appease others may struggle with feelings of self-doubt and insecurity, as they lack a clear sense of identity. That true consistency is not about perfection. It's not about never making mistakes or always getting it right. Instead, it's about striving to uphold one's values even when it's difficult. A person of character acknowledges their shortcomings, learns from their errors, and works to realign their actions with their principles. This humility and commitment to growth are themselves signs of consistency, as they reflect an ongoing dedication to integrity. In contrast, someone who dismisses their mistakes or shifts blame onto others displays a lack of accountability, which undermines their credibility and trustworthiness. Consistency becomes even more crucial in challenging situations. It's easy to maintain principles when life is going well, but adversity often tests the depth of one's character. A person who remains honest, kind, or patient even under pressure, are deeply ingrained. Their consistency becomes a source of inspiration for others, showing that it's possible to hold on to one's values in the face of difficulty. On the other hand, someone who abandons their principles when the stakes are high reveals that their previous actions may have been superficial or situational rather than genuine. The impact of consistency extends beyond individual relationships and personal integrity. It also influences the broader environment. In communities, workplaces, and families, consistent behavior fosters a culture of trust and reliability. There's some leaders, parents, or mentors model consistency. They set a standard others are encouraged to follow. This creates a ripple effect, promoting stability and harmony within the group. Conversely, inconsistency at the top can lead to confusion, frustration, and disarray as people struggle to predict or understand the behavior of those in positions of influence. In many ways, consistency is a silent communicator. It doesn't require loud declarations or elaborate explanations. It speaks for itself through actions repeated over time. A person's consistency reveals what they value, how much they respect others, and how seriously they take their commitments. It's a mirror that reflects their true character often more accurately than their words ever could. This is why consistency is not just a desirable trait, but a necessary one for anyone seeking to build meaningful connections, earn trust, or leave a lasting impact. Our true relationships are one of life's most profound treasures, and their defining hallmark is the way they replenish, not drain those who are a part of them. And in an age where surface-level connections and transaction exchanges are all too common, understanding the essence of genuine relationships becomes critical. True relationships are built on mutual respect, trust, and a shared desire to see one another grow. These relationships provide a sanctuary where individuals can recharge, find strength, and feel value. They are not about what one can take, but about what can be exchanged, nurtured, and built together. A true relationship uplifts the spirit. It fosters emotional well-being. It offers an environment where people feel safe being themselves without fear of judgment or rejection. In such connections, vulnerability is not a weakness, but a strength, a bridge that fosters deeper understanding and trust. That these relationships create a space where individuals can express their fears, hopes, and aspirations, knowing they will be met with empathy, encouragement, and support. This emotional exchange doesn't deplete either party. Instead, it energizes them both, creating a cycle of positivity and growth. In true relationships, reciprocity is natural and unforced. There's no keeping score, no tallying of favors or kindnesses. Each person gives freely, not out of obligation, but because they genuinely care about the other's happiness. And specifically, that's when one person is in need, the other steps in willingly. And when the roles reverse, the same care is given in return. This mutual investment ensures that both parties feel valued and appreciated, creating a bond that strengthens over time. It's this sense of balance that differentiates true relationships from those that are draining, where one person gives while the other constantly takes. Draining relationships, on the other hand, are often one-sided. They leave individuals feeling exhausted, undervalued, or used. These relationships lack the mutuality that defines a true connection. Instead of replenishing, they create an emotional deficit as one person continuously pours their energy, time, and effort into a bond that does not reciprocate. Such imbalances can lead to feelings of resentment, frustration, and even self-doubt as the giver begins to question their worth or why their needs are not being met. True relationships never leave someone questioning their value. They affirm it through consistent care and support. At the heart of replenishing relationships is the principle of encouragement. Genuine connections inspire growth and transformation. When someone is struggling or facing a challenge, a true friend or partner doesn't belittle them or dismiss their feelings. Instead, they offer words of encouragement, practical support, and a listening ear. They remind the other person of their strengths and potential, helping them to overcome obstacles and move forward. This encouragement acts as a wellspring of motivation, replenishing the individual's confidence and determination to face life's challenges. Trust is another cornerstone of replenishing relationships. In a true relationship, trust is not given grudgingly or with hesitation. It is built through consistent actions and words that align over time. Trust allows individuals to let their guard down, to be their authentic selves without fear of betrayal or misunderstanding. This level of trust is deeply restorative as it removes the burden of pretending, overthinking, or second-guessing one's actions. It creates a sense of peace and stability, allowing both parties to focus their energy on building something meaningful together rather than protecting themselves from potential harm. Communication is also vital in relationships that replenish. True relationships thrive on open, honest, and respectful communication. Misunderstandings are addressed calmly, and differences are approached with a willingness to find common ground. This type of dialogue fosters connection rather than division, ensuring that both parties feel heard and understood. In contrast, poor communication in draining relationships often leads to unresolved conflicts, confusion, and emotional fatigue. The absence of clear and compassionate communication can erode trust and deepen the divide between individuals, leaving them feeling isolated and disconnected. Support in true relationships is not limited to emotional encouragement. It also extends to practical help and shared responsibilities. In a healthy relationship, both parties recognize the importance of contributing to each other's well-being. This could mean helping with tasks, sharing resources, or simply being present during challenging times. These acts of service are not viewed as burdens, but as opportunities to show care and commitment. This mutual support creates a sense of partnership and unity, reinforcing the idea that the relationship is a source of strength rather than a drain on resources. Another defining feature of true relationships is the joy they bring. Genuine connections are not solely about enduring hardships together. They also celebrate the good times. They create opportunities for laughter, shared experiences, and cherished memories. These moments of joy serve as a reminder of the beauty of the relationship, acting as a reservoir of positivity that can be drawn upon during tougher times. This balance of support and celebration ensures that the relationship remains a source of happiness and fulfillment. True relationships also allow for individuality. While there is a strong sense of unity, there is also respect for each person's autonomy and personal growth. In a draining relationship, one person may feel pressured to conform or suppress their true self to maintain harmony. This can lead to a loss of identity and a sense of being stifled. In contrast, a replenishing relationship encourages both parties to pursue their passions, goals, and interests. This freedom to grow as individuals within the context of the relationship creates a dynamic and vibrant connection that benefits both parties. Empathy is a fundamental aspect of relationships that replenish. Genuine connections are marked by a deep understanding and consideration for the other person's feelings and perspectives. This empathy creates a sense of being truly seen and valued, which is incredibly validating and energizing. It's the knowledge that someone genuinely cares about your well-being and is willing to share in your joys and sorrows that makes a relationship deeply fulfilling. This empathy is not selective or conditional. It is extended consistently, reinforcing the bond between individuals. In true relationships, boundaries are respected and honored. Both parties understand that healthy boundaries are essential for maintaining balance and mutual respect. They recognize that overstepping boundaries can lead to feelings of resentment or burnout, so they communicate openly about their needs and limitations. This respect for boundaries ensures that the relationship remains a source of replenishment rather than becoming a source of stress or conflict. True relationships are also characterized by forgiveness and understanding. No relationship is without its challenges or disagreements. However, in genuine connections, these moments of conflict are viewed as opportunities to grow and strengthen the bond. Both parties are willing to take responsibility for their actions, apologize when necessary, and work towards resolution. This willingness to forgive and move forward ensures that the relationship remains a source of positivity rather than a source of lingering negativity. Ultimately, true relationships are about building each other up. They are not about competition or comparison, but about mutual encouragement and collaboration. In such connections, each person takes pride in the other's successes and supports them through their failures. This sense of partnership creates a foundation of love and trust that endures through life's ups and downs. True relationships are not perfect, but they are defined by a consistent commitment to growth, understanding, and mutual support, creating an environment where both individuals can thrive. Gossip is one of the most insidious forms of communication, often disguised as harmless chatter but carrying the weight of destruction. It is a subtle yet powerful indicator of a toxic spirit, revealing deeper issues within an individual's character. When people engage in gossip, they are not simply sharing information, they are often tearing others down to elevate themselves, fueling negativity, or seeking validation through the diminishment of someone else. This behavior, while sometimes normalized in certain social circles, is a red flag that speaks volumes about the person indulging in it. Gossip reflects insecurity, a lack of integrity, and an absence of empathy, making it a warning sign that should never be ignored. At its core, gossip is rooted in a need to control narratives and influence opinions about others. It often stems from jealousy, resentment, or a desire for power. When someone spreads rumors or speaks ill of another person behind their back, it highlights a deep-seated inability to confront issues directly or deal with their own insecurities. Instead of addressing concerns with the person involved, a gossip chooses the cowardly path of whispering in shadows, seeking to tarnish reputations without giving the other party a chance to defend themselves. This behavior reveals a lack of courage and an unwillingness to engage in honest, constructive communication, which are hallmarks of a toxic spirit. Gossip thrives in environments where trust and respect are absent. It erodes the foundation of relationships, creating an atmosphere of suspicion and fear. When people know that someone in their circle is prone to gossiping, they begin to question the authenticity of their interactions with that individual. If someone can speak ill of others in their absence, what is to stop them from doing the same to you? This realization fosters a sense of unease and distance as trust becomes impossible to maintain. Over time, this behavior isolates the gossiper as people recognize the toxicity they bring and begin to withdraw from their influence. Engaging in gossip is also a reflection of poor emotional health. It often serves as a coping mechanism for individuals who are dissatisfied with their own lives. By focusing on the flaws, mistakes, or private matters of others, they distract themselves from their insecurities and failures. This behavior provides a temporary sense of superiority or control, but ultimately leaves the gossiper feeling emptier and more unfulfilled. True emotional strength lies in the ability to address one's own challenges and insecurities, not in projecting them onto others. Gossip, therefore, becomes a mask for deeper issues that the individual is unwilling or unable to confront. The impact of gossip extends far beyond the immediate circle of those involved. It has the potential to damage reputations, strain relationships, and create long-lasting emotional wounds. The person being gossiped about may never even have the opportunity to defend themselves or clarify misunderstandings, leaving them vulnerable to judgment and exclusion based on distorted or false information. This kind of behavior is not only harmful but deeply unethical, as it undermines the dignity and humanity of the person being targeted. A toxic spirit thrives on such damage, finding satisfaction in the chaos it creates while remaining oblivious to the harm caused to others. Gossip is particularly dangerous because of its seductive nature. It often starts small with a seemingly innocent comment or observation, but it quickly escalates as more people become involved. The thrill of being in the know or sharing exclusive information can be intoxicating, creating a sense of belonging among those who participate. However, this sense of camaraderie is superficial and fleeting, built on the shaky foundation of negativity rather than genuine connection. Relationships formed through gossip are inherently fragile, as they lack the trust and mutual respect necessary for true bonds to flourish. What begins as a shared secret can easily turn into betrayal, as the very same people who gossip together are likely to turn on one another when it serves their interests. In many cases, gossip is a reflection of a toxic spirit's inability to celebrate others. Instead of appreciating someone else's achievements, qualities, or successes, the gossiper seeks to diminish them. They might exaggerate flaws, spread unfounded rumors, or frame positive traits in a negative light, all in an effort to shift attention away from their own inadequacies. This behavior reveals a lack of generosity and a smallness of spirit that is incapable of recognizing the beauty and worth of others without feeling threatened. A healthy, confident person finds joy in the successes of those around them, while a toxic spirit views such moments as opportunities to sow discord and negativity. Gossip also reveals a lack of empathy. When someone speaks ill of another person without considering the impact of their words, it demonstrates a failure to understand or care about the consequences of their actions. This lack of compassion is a defining characteristic of a toxic spirit, as it prioritizes self-interest over the well-being of others. True empathy involves putting oneself in another's shoes, considering how words and actions might affect them, and choosing to act with kindness and integrity. Gossip, by contrast, disregards these principles, opting instead for selfish gratification at someone else's expense. Another troubling aspect of gossip is its ability to perpetuate falsehoods. Once a rumor is spread, it takes on a life of its own, often growing and evolving in ways that are far removed from the truth. The person who initiates the gossip may lose control over the narrative, as others add their own interpretations or embellishments. This creates a web of misinformation that can be nearly impossible to untangle, leaving the target of the gossip to deal with the fallout. Recognizing gossip as a warning sign of a toxic spirit is crucial for protecting oneself from its harmful effects. It is not enough to simply avoid participating in gossip. One must also actively distance themselves from those who perpetuate it. Surrounding oneself with individuals who value honesty, kindness, and integrity creates an environment where trust and respect can flourish. By refusing to engage in gossip, one takes a stand against the negativity it represents and sets an example for others to follow. This commitment to positivity and authenticity is a powerful antidote to the toxicity of gossip, fostering healthier, more meaningful relationships. And it is also important to address gossip directly when it arises. Confronting the gossiper with honesty and firmness can help to disrupt the cycle of negativity and hold them accountable for their actions. This approach requires courage and tact, as it involves standing up for what is right even when it may be uncomfortable. By refusing to tolerate gossip, one sends a clear message about their values and expectations, setting the tone for healthier interactions moving forward. This kind of proactive stance not only protects oneself from the harm of gossip, but also helps to create a culture of respect and integrity. Ultimately, gossip is a symptom of a deeper problem, a manifestation of insecurity, jealousy, and a lack of self-awareness. It reflects a toxic spirit that thrives on division, negativity, and the suffering of others. Recognizing gossip for what it is and choosing to rise above it is an act of self-respect and compassion, both for oneself and for those who may be targeted. By rejecting gossip and embracing kindness, empathy, and integrity, one can break free from the cycle of toxicity and contribute to a more positive and supportive world. Loyalty, the cornerstone of trust and deep connection, is often professed with ease, but truly proven only when adversity strikes. It is in the moments of hardship, conflict, and uncertainty that the essence of loyalty reveals itself. When everything is going smoothly, loyalty can appear unshakable, as it requires little effort or sacrifice. However, when challenges arise, the depth of commitment and the strength of their allegiance are put to the ultimate test. Adversity strips away pretenses, revealing whether loyalty is genuine or merely a convenience. In times of prosperity, relationships and alliances may seem unbreakable, as they are often bolstered by shared success, mutual benefit, and the absence of significant trials. That these bonds may appear strong on the surface, but adversity acts as a crucible, separating those who are truly loyal from those who are only present for personal gain or comfort. The true measure of loyalty lies in the willingness to endure discomfort, make sacrifices, and stand firm in the face of difficulty, even when the stakes are high. Adversity challenges individuals in profound ways, testing their character, values, and priority. When difficulties arise, people are often forced to make difficult choices that reveal their true intentions and loyalties. In these moments, those who remain steadfast and committed demonstrate a profound sense of integrity and honor. Actions speak louder than words, showing that their loyalty is not contingent on favorable circumstances, but rooted in something deeper. This kind of loyalty is a rare and precious quality, one that cannot be faked or feigned. On the other hand, adversity has a way of exposing the fragility of superficial loyalties. When faced with challenges, some individuals may choose self-preservation over commitment, abandoning those they once claimed to support. This behavior often stems from fear, selfishness, or a lack of genuine connection. While it may be painful to witness such betrayals, these moments provide clarity, revealing who can truly be relied upon and who cannot. Adversity, therefore, serves as a powerful filter, separating true allies from fair weather companions. Biggest and true and fair sal. The testing of loyalty in adversity is not limited to personal relationships. It extends to all areas of life, including friendships, professional partnerships, and perhaps in family ties. In each of these contexts, adversity presents opportunities to demonstrate loyalty through actions rather than words. For example, in a professional setting, loyalty might be tested when a colleague faces criticism or a challenging project. A truly loyal individual will offer support, guidance, and encouragement, even if doing so requires extra effort, or risk their own standing. Similarly, in a family, loyalty might be tested when a loved one faces difficulties such as financial struggles, illness, or personal mistakes. True loyalty manifests as unwavering support and compassion, even when the situation is challenging or uncomfortable. Adversity also tests loyalty by demanding resilience and patience. In times of hardship, emotions often run high, and misunderstandings or conflicts can arise. Remaining loyal in these moments requires the ability to look beyond immediate frustrations and focus on the larger picture. It calls for empathy, forgiveness, and a willingness to work through challenges together rather than allowing difficulties to drive a wedge between people. This kind of loyalty is not passive, it is active and intentional, requiring effort and commitment to maintain the bond despite external pressures. The loyalty tested in adversity often involves a willingness to share burdens. When someone we care about is struggling, our loyalty is reflected in our readiness to stand by their side and help shoulder their challenges. This might mean offering emotional support, providing practical assistance, or simply being present as a source of comfort and stability. Such acts of loyalty demonstrate a selfless commitment to the well-being of others, even when it requires personal sacrifice. Thy true loyalty does not waver in the face of difficulty. It rises to meet the challenge with strength and determination. Adversity also reveals the reciprocal nature of loyalty. Just as we look for loyalty in others during difficult times, they look for the same from us. These moments create opportunities to deepen connections and build trust as both parties demonstrate their commitment to one another. The shared experience of overcoming adversity together can strengthen relationships in profound ways, creating bonds that are unshakable and enduring. Conversely, a lack of loyalty in such moments can lead to disillusionment, resentment, and the erosion of trust, leaving relationships irreparably damaged. Loyalty tested in adversity is not a blind allegiance or unquestioning support. True loyalty involves honesty and accountability, even when it is difficult. Because sometimes being loyal means having the courage to offer constructive criticism or challenge someone's decision in a way that ultimately serves their best interest. This kind of loyalty requires a deep understanding of the other person's needs and a commitment to their growth and well-being. It is not about enabling harmful behavior or ignoring faults, but about standing by someone with integrity and care. And in the face of adversity, loyalty also intersects with personal values and principles. Remaining loyal does not mean compromising one's integrity or supporting actions that go against one's moral compass. That's true loyalty balances commitment to others with a commitment to doing what is right. This balance can be challenging to navigate as it requires discernment and the courage to make difficult decisions. However, it is this kind of loyalty rooted in integrity and guided by values that holds the greatest strength and authenticity. The testing of loyalty in adversity is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process. Life is filled with ups and downs, and each new challenge provides an opportunity to reaffirm loyalty or reevaluate it. Over time, these moments of testing shape the nature of relationships, defining whether they grow stronger or fall apart. Those who consistently demonstrate loyalty in the face of adversity build a legacy of trust and respect, leaving a lasting impact on those around them. Loyalty in adversity is also deeply intertwined with love and compassion. To remain loyal in difficult times requires a genuine care for the other person, a willingness to prioritize their needs and well-being, even when it is inconvenient or uncomfortable. And this kind of loyalty is rooted in selflessness as it seeks to uplift and support others without expecting anything in return. It is a reflection of the highest form of commitment, one that transcends circumstances and endures through all of life's trials. Ultimately, the testing of loyalty in adversity is a reflection of character. It reveals who we are at our core and what we truly value. Those who remain loyal in the face of challenges demonstrate courage, resilience, and a deep sense of integrity. Their actions inspire trust and admiration, creating relationships that are meaningful, enduring, and unbreakable. Adversity, though often painful, serves as a crucible for loyalty, refining and strengthening it in ways that prosperity never could. And it's through these trials that the true essence of loyalty is revealed, shining as a beacon of hope and connection in even the darkest of times. Authenticity is a magnetic force that draws like-minded people into our lives. And it is the purest expression of who we are, free from pretense, mask, or the need to conform to societal expectations. When we embrace authenticity, we align with our true selves, creating a sense of harmony that resonates with others who share similar values, beliefs, and aspirations. This resonance is not accidental. It is a natural consequence of living in alignment with our inner truth. Authenticity acts as a filter, repelling those who are incompatible with our essence while inviting those who genuinely connect with us to step into our world. That's when we are authentic, we operate from a place of honesty and vulnerability. We are unafraid to show our strengths, admit our weaknesses, and express our feelings openly. This level of transparency fosters trust and relatability as it allows others to see us for who we truly are. In a world where so many people wear masks to fit in or gain approval, authenticity is a breath of fresh air. It reassures others that they too can be themselves without fear or judgment or rejection. This mutual acceptance forms the foundation of meaningful connections as it creates an environment where like-minded individuals can come together and thrive. That living authentically requires courage, as it often involves going against the grain or challenging societal norms. However, it is this very courage that attracts like-minded people. When we stand firm in our beliefs and values, we send a powerful signal to the world about who we are and what we stand for. This signal acts as a beacon, drawing those who share our perspective and are inspired by our authenticity. These individuals are not drawn to us because of what we have or what we can do for them, but because of who we are. This kind of connection is deep and enduring, as it is based on mutual respect and understanding rather than superficial factors. Authenticity also fosters a sense of purpose and direction, which further attracts like-minded people. When we are true to ourselves, we are more likely to pursue passions and goals that align with our values and interests. This alignment creates a sense of clarity and focus that is both inspiring and contagious. Others who share similar passions and goals are naturally drawn to this energy as it reflects their own aspirations and desires. The other like-minded individuals can support and uplift one another, creating a sense of community and belonging that enhances the journey toward their shared vision. The power of authenticity lies in its ability to create genuine connections. When we are authentic, we are not trying to impress others or gain their approval. We are simply being ourselves. This absence of pretense allows for interactions that are honest and sincere, as there are no hidden agendas or ulterior motives. People are drawn to this level of authenticity because it makes them feel safe and valued. In a world where so many relationships are transactional, conditional, authentic connections stand out as rare and precious, they remind us of the beauty of human connection and the importance of being true to ourselves. Authenticity also creates a sense of alignment between our inner and outer worlds. When we live authentically, our actions, words, and choices reflect our true selves, creating a sense of harmony that is both empowering and liberating. This alignment allows us to attract like-minded people who resonate with our energy and vibe. These individuals are not only drawn to our authenticity, but also inspired to embrace their own. Together, we create a ripple effect, spreading authenticity and inspiring others to do the same. This shared commitment to authenticity strengthens the bonds between like-minded people, creating relationships that are supportive, uplifting, and transformative. In addition to fostering connections, authenticity also helps to weed out relationships that are not aligned with our values and goals. When we are authentic, we are clear about who we are and what we stand for, which makes it easier to identify those who are incompatible with our journey. Thus, these individuals may be repelled by our authenticity as it challenges their own insecurities or highlights the lack of alignment in their own lives. While this may result in the loss of some relationships, it is ultimately a positive outcome as it creates space for like-minded people to enter our lives. By embracing authenticity, we ensure that the relationships we cultivate are genuine, meaningful, and aligned with our true selves. Authenticity also fosters self-awareness and self-acceptance, which are essential for attracting like-minded people. When we are authentic, we take the time to understand and accept ourselves fully, including our strengths, weaknesses, and quirks. This self-awareness allows us to be more intentional in our interactions and relationships as we are clear about what we want and need from others. It also allows us to appreciate the authenticity of others as we recognize and value their unique qualities and perspectives. This mutual appreciation creates a sense of connection and belonging that is both fulfilling and empowering. The process of attracting like-minded people through authenticity is not always immediate. It requires patience and persistence, as it often involves letting go of old patterns, relationships, and habits that no longer serve us. However, the rewards of living authentically are well worth the effort. As we embrace our true selves and align with our values, we create a life that is rich with meaning, purpose, and connection. The like-minded people who are drawn to us along the way become our allies, partners, and friends, sharing in our journey and supporting us as we navigate the challenges and joys of life. Authenticity also has the power to inspire and influence others. When we live authentically, we become a role model for those around us, showing them the beauty and power of being true to oneself. This influence extends beyond our immediate circle as the authenticity we embody creates a ripple effect that touches the lives of others. Like-minded people are drawn to this energy as it resonates with their own desire for authenticity and connection. Thus, together, we create a community of individuals who value and prioritize authenticity, creating a positive and supportive environment that benefits everyone involved. The journey toward authenticity is not always easy, as it often involves facing our fears, insecurities, and vulnerabilities. However, it is through this process of self-discovery and growth that we are able to attract like-minded people who truly understand and appreciate us. These connections are not based on superficial factors or fleeting interests, but on a deep and lasting alignment of values, beliefs, and goals. They are the kind of connections that enrich our lives and remind us of the importance of being true to ourselves. Authenticity is a powerful force that transcends differences and creates connections based on shared humanity and mutual respect. When we embrace authenticity, we create a life that is aligned with our true selves, attracting like-minded people who support and uplift us. Thus, relationships are not only fulfilling, but also transformative as they inspire us to continue growing, learning, and evolving. By living authentically, we create a world where genuine connections thrive, reminding us of the beauty and power of being true to who we are.